don't have my pens. I need my pens. My name is Spencer Chatsworth.
I'm Paul Shableski.
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 My
name is Spencer Chatsworth, and I'm. This is
a show that I'm doing with some other people.
No, sometimes I really think he is Spencer. I think Paul is the character. The real guy is Spencer. That's who he really is.
I'm Spencer. This is Spencer.
Paul is not Paul. Paul is Spencer.
Spencer's a character.
I truly believe this gentleman Spencer has lived an anonymous life and has probably needed some type of assistance at some point in his life, but by and large is functional and independent. Has created this like very normal, good-looking, strapping dude in Paul Shableski, and even like picks a dock worker name, like a classic American rough and tumble, dock worker, Paul Shableski. Just hearing that name strikes an image in most people's minds as like longshoreman, construction guy, boxer. And Spencer is the exact opposite of that. So I'd like that to be revealed.
So what's your point?
The point is, and I think you should know, and I don't think the cast needs to know, is that Paul Shableski is actually a character. Spencer Chatsworth is the guy. He's the real person. He's telling us, as Paul Shableski, the character, that this Spencer Chatsworth is the character. But it's actually the opposite. Spencer Chatsworth does not hold a driver's license. I researched this. He doesn't have a driver's license. Why? Because he's considered what we used to call in the 70s and 80s a special needs type person. He is developmentally disabled, but at the same time is an idiot savant.
I've seen him talking to me as Paul and just not even morph. Like even morph is too like definite of a process. Just he's Paul, he's Spencer. He's Spencer, he's Paul. While I'm talking to him, and I've never seen his driver's license. I've never met anybody that claims to know him from before I met Paul.
First of all, you will never find Paul Shableski online on the internet, and internet has it all, right? So, and Spencer is out there. Oh yeah, he is. He is a Facebook page, Instagram. I mean, if he's on Instagram, he's a real person.
Why in the fuck would Spencer pretend to be create a fake actor person named Paul Shableski?
It's called Superman syndrome. Because if you think about it, Clark Kent, this nebbishy, sort of, awkward, nervous, very weak person, was actually Superman. Now, when a person creates an alter ego to sort of like hide their superpower, it's an understandable sort of like self-preservation move. But when a person actually is that weak underdog, developmentally disabled, challenged, sort of special person, they in turn create a version of themselves that would be their ideal. It's unique, it's interesting, but it is so disturbing on so many levels.
Let me ask you this though. This is so why would he just pretend to be Paul the whole time?
If I had the answer to that, I'd be a multimillionaire working in the field of psychology, and I'm just not. I am an actor, I am a producer.
Whatever about Spencer Chatsworth. I'm so sick of Dave talking about Spencer Chatsworth, as if anybody gives a hoot about Spencer Chatsworth. It's just like, shut up, Dave, shut up.
What is the fucking impression that you hear? Paul Shableski? Actually, I still don't know.
Shableski.
Like bless you.
Shableski.
Like bless you.
If you read it, it's phonetic. Shableski.
Well, Paul.
Okay. Shableski.
My point
All right,
is,
okay,
my
so
point is,
that
Waterman thinks that you are a creative entity out of Spencer. That the real human being is Spencer, and he created you,
Spencer, it's okay. If you're here being Paul right now, that's all we want to know. And that's all we want to
What
know.
is this? When do you cut loose on wackos like this? When do you cut loose? Because you have a pretty wide range of acceptance.
Oh yeah, I do.
Mark told me to come into this with an open mind. I did. I came in with a very open mind and a couple ideas. He was receptive to those ideas. The main one being, the premise of Cul De Sac, probably don't even need to say it. The premise of Cul De Sac is it's going to be a reality show with real actors playing themselves as the characters. I've already lost myself.
Paul Shableski. Hi, Paul.
That was a premise
Paul.
that I kind of brought to the show, and it was agreed upon. Simple as that.
But it's not contractual.
But was it understood? Sorry.
It's not contractual.
Was
I don't know where you guys are vague here. That you as actors, and legally speaking, you guys are contracted to the show, obligated to the show. None of the characters that you create are part of that contract. That's really up to me. Who the fuck's on the show? Whether it's a real human being or a character, I decide who's going to be on the show.
You know, I have to check with my agent because I think that there is a clause. I think that there's a rider that says that Spencer has to be part of it.
Paul, I personally never really got Spencer, but I don't operate that way. I don't think he's funny. I find him kind of fucking creepy. But if the public loved him, I wouldn't remove him. I would overlook my own personal biases. But they're scared of him. They're creeped out by him. It's like a kid finding the Three Stooges funny. The Three Stooges are funny when you're 6 years old. The Three Stooges aren't funny when you're 46 years old. If they're funny to you when you're 46 years old, you need to get out of your fucking parents' basement.
Paul's character Spencer was too much for my taste, or anybody else's with a brain. But yeah.
Spencer, you know what?
As for his allegations that you're like the figment of Spencer's imagination, I don't know if it's an actor ego thing, if he's really fucking needs therapy.
I think this is a total personal ego trip from Waterman. Who initially floated the idea of getting rid of Spencer or Paul, whatever your idea is?
Oh, I'm open to that discussion. I'm perfectly open to that discussion of Paul.
This is something that I was
Spencer.
actually assessing myself. Did they bring it to my attention? Yes, more than once, of course. Let me see if I can. So you want Paul Spencer, who's pretending to be Paul, to be removed from the show?
I want Paul and Spencer, this Sybil-esque experience, off the show. I need Spencer off the show. I need Paul off the show.
Well, do I share his insane allegations that you don't really exist, that you're a fake person? No. But I do agree that Spencer has become a distraction. Well,
I cannot believe how fucking bizarre that is. You think that I actually live as Spencer? Is that what you're saying? I mean, you know, did you see him on the in the?
Well, B is a legit character that I've had for, like, people know David Earl Waterman.
Did you say Donna?
Donna B. Reynolds she's a real character. Like, I don't have a vagina.
She's
I
a real
don't
character.
have a vagina.
I don't even know why we even have to discuss it. If it's okay for Paul to be Spencer, which he's not, because I'm trying to explain to you that Spencer is actually Paul, and that's the missing piece in this. You have no idea that you actually interviewed a character in Paul. He was in character as Paul.
This is bullshit. You're asking me to drop a character that happens to be my gender, which is more, 10 times more legitimate than I don't know what. There could totally be a lawsuit over this. You know, I would take Waterman's every last penny, and Rosella's.
I honestly don't care.
No.
I'm thinking,
fuck this.
I'm looking out for the show.
Fuck this!
If we lost Spencer, we're going to lose Paul. And this is
You got a contract, Shaboskalisi. What the fuck? How do you say his name?
Shableski.
Shableski.
Shableski. If you see it written out, Shableski.
SLUHB, Schlub. O-S-Key, is key a letter?
SHABBLATSKKKY. Shableski.
S-C-H U, but like with the umlaut over it.
C-H, like chateau. A-A-H, there's a lot of H's in there. Shabelski, Abel, A-B-L-E, ski, S-K-Y.
B O-U-L-S-K-H-I.
Shableski.
And
people see 3 syllables in a last name and they freak out and they throw N's and L's and B's and other shit in there. It's Shableski.
Paul Shabowski.
Schlabowski. The big Schlabowski. Slabowski?
Paul Shabelski? Paul Shabelski.
Is it Shablowski or Shablisky?
I believe it's pronounced Shablowski.
Pikasowski?
Shabelski. Shubelski.
Schlub something.
And she goes for Paul Shableski.
Shabalowski.
Sklabowski?
Shablowski or Shablisky?
I believe it's Shablowski, but I have called him Shablotsky, Shablisky, and Shablatsky. And he's responded every time, which I find in and of itself is kind of curious.
Shableski.
Shablouse, like a woman's blouse, Shablowski. I mean, there's also Shablotsky's, deli, which...
I don't think he's part of that.
Well, I know he's not. I definitely know he's not part of that.
Shabelski. Shabelski? Shabelsky? Shabelskis? Shabelski. Shabelson? Shabelski. Is it a silent S-K-Y?
S-C-H-Y-B-A-L-I-A-K-I-S-E-Y.
Because it's meant it's a peasant name, truly.
And honestly, this really kind of lends itself to a lack of respect that, it's kind of a thread here.
I respect Paul. Paul is an amazing guy.
No, he's amazing. He's amazing.
But the Spencer stuff, I mean, just pull it a little bit back. You know what I mean? There's a time for everything. And
Revenge of the Nerds was 1982.
So, poor Paul is struggling with his name, but he's a fictional character anyway, so who gives a fuck, really, right?
But I met Spencer pretty close after I met Paul. There's a short film out there of me playing a character acting with the character of Spencer. But that whole day on set, Spencer was there 100% of the time. Paul, I don't even think Paul got into my car that day.
I've heard this theme before that Paul is in fact not Paul, it's Spencer, and to be honest with you, I could care less if that's true or not. I'm all about keeping the show on track, building the audience, making this a financial success. I think and I hope it's just Dave's ego run amok that why he's causing all this havoc. I hope he really isn't psychologically that fucking lost. You're basically saying if I don't remove Paul from the show, you're going to kill him.
I'm not saying that. I'm not.
That's what I'm hearing.
Confessing that. I'm saying that it may be a circumstance that could happen.
He's paranoid, and he's got some serious issues.
And I honestly believe you might kill this person because somehow in your mind you think this would work for the benefit of you.
I want to thank you very much for your time. I want to let you know that I hear you, and I understand that calling you 24 hours a day or any time is now off the table, and that I will regulate my
stalking
communication to you between 9 and 5 p.m. West Coast time. And I get it, and I understand your position, and I guess I will leave this meeting hoping that you will at least afford me the benefit of understanding my position and continuing to trust me. I mean, can we at least, I trust your judgment. Do you trust my judgment?
This is going to make my story of success that much more amazing.